This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Gene really, in the time, I don't know how old he was there. I guess we can look and see how he was in his 80s when he passed away. But Gene aged quickly after we went off the air.
Well, needing a kidney transplant will do it.
Yeah, listen, I think he already had a kidney transplant by this time. Did he have another one?
I don't know, bud. He was your friend. I would think he would keep up with him. I'm just a fat kid from Alabama doing mortgage.
I'm not a good friend.
No, I'm aware of that.
Okay. I wish I was. I wish I was in my makeup to be a better friend. But I've always been a loner. What the hell is this?
It's a commercial.
For what?
The
next pay-per-view. Got it.
Let's track it.
It's unsanctioned, unauthorized, and unbelievable. WCW Uncensored, Sunday, March 24th, live only on pay-per-view. Call your cable operator to order now.
Oh yeah, Mean Gene had. Dude, oh well, let's listen to Liz. A rare wolf.
Ladies, present company included Miss Elizabeth and some haywire individuals. But considering what's at stake tonight here at Super Brawl, it should be a most interesting evening, Elizabeth.
Oh, I can't.
Stop the music! The key word here. The bottom line is Mega Powers, yeah. Hulk Hogan, Elizabeth, Lady Luck, yeah. And the Macho Man, Randy Savage, together once again. And we are the Mega Powers. Nature Boy Ric Flair, you have no idea what's going to happen in that steel cage right now, but I do, yeah, because expect the unexpected, because I think it's going to be complete mental insanity. I'm going to bring it to another level. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Because of the fact that family is involved. We have united the forces, and it's infinity and beyond.
You know, though, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan's got his own set of problems.
Divided we conquer. Yeah, divide and conquer. The Mega Powers. We are cool. And Elizabeth bonded the forces. Yeah, we were bonded before, but we are really tight now. Am I right, Elizabeth?
Right about that.
We're on our way to the ring right now. I can't talk to you anymore. You do your thing, and I'll do mine. What it is what it is, and I'm the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and I'm going to beat up the Nature Boy right now. Come on, Elizabeth.
I'm telling you what, gentlemen, these two men, I've just talked to them here in the last 5 minutes, the Nature Boy Ric Flair and the Macho Man Randy Savage, are walking that fine racer's edge. These two guys are absolutely, as Dusty Rhodes and Bobby Heenan said, they are pumped sky high. Get ready for virtually anything. Perhaps anything will happen in the ring inside a steel cage. I'd like to go back to you, throw it back to you, Tony, Bobby, and Dusty, for your assessment. These are very unusual and very special circumstances.
Well, Gene, I would agree. You know, he says he's not talking about.
Let's talk about Gene here for a minute. You mentioned a minute ago that he had a new bean. He got the first bean in '95,
right?
And he got the second bean from his wife, and that bean came in 04. So he got two new beans inside of 10 years, and a lot of that, I'm sure, is well, he had a fondness for alcohol.
Yep, smoked a lot too.
Yes, and both of those led to some complications.
Right.
And I know these days, the rumor in innuendo is you've been getting fucked up on Boone's Farm pretty regular. What's your favorite flavor of Boone's Farm?
I like Strawberry Hill.
Yep. I mean, you even have a song that sometimes you hum or sing about that one. Do you know it?
Yeah.
Could you go ahead and give us a little bit?
Strawberry Hill, Strawberry Hill. I like to take a swill, a Strawberry Hill. Used to love the apple back when I was a kid.
You're just going to rip off Blueberry Hill from Fats Domino.
Oh, that's what you want me to do? Okay.
Well, I just assumed. Do you know that one?
Are we able to play this? Is Steve Kaufman go crazy?
We're not playing very much.
I found my thrill drinking Strawberry Hill.
See, that was fun. Let's take a listen to this asshole who made more than anybody but Hulk.
A double cage rumble here at the WCW Super Brawl 6.
We better
So now for the
edit
first
out
of
this.
two
Are we allowed to
times
use his?
tonight,
Yeah, what the fucking.
ladies and gentlemen.
All right, lay out, cut it out. Jesus Christ, Tony. You know what? You're no fucking fun. So with that in mind, I'm going to let you just, or I have confidence to think that you can take it from here for a minute.
Ready to stumble. Where are you going? What? Did he have to pee? Is that what? You ought to pee before the show, okay? You never have me see me at Dynamite go pee in the middle of a show. Okay? Gee whiz. And now the bar's in front of my face and son of a bitch. Anyway, going to go pee. Bug? Hey, Bug? My dog has a bladder about yay big, and he doesn't have to go pee during the show, do you, Bug? Huh? Anyway, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, love the purple robe, love that woman was color coordinated with him. And obviously, this is going to be how can it not be a great match? Two of the great workers ever. But I got to thinking that I wonder if they could use superpowers. That was a term that was used by the WWF. But so anyway, here we go for this matchup at the Old Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. We certainly appreciate you being with us here on What Happened When, and we'll let you know that we got some great things coming up the remainder of this year. I know we just started, and we're going to go back at times and take a look at the Crockett's 1987, but right now we are taking a look at some of the great times we had at Super Brawl. Are you back yet?
What?
Why would you go in? Why don't you pee before the show starts?
Buddy, you're the one who's saying, oh, they're going to make us edit this. They're going to make us edit that. Well, since you're throwing out all these goddamn edits, edit me going to piss.
Man, I was talking to my dog here who's got a bladder yay big, and he can hold it during the show. Why can't you?
Well, here's what's happening here. I chugged 2 liters of water.
Oh.
One before the show and then one during the show. So by the time, we're 3 hours into this and I've had to sit through 19 Lex Luger matches, I got to piss, man.
Well, just to let you know that I chug a lot of water during the day at a Dynamite, and I never stop to piss.
Yeah, you have a boss. You're on live TV.
Mm-hmm.
That's just recorded. I mean, when the wrestlers in the ring on a taped Dynamite fuck up, guess what they do?
Yeah,
they do it again, and they edit it out.
And they shouldn't.
Yeah, but I'm of that generation.
I'm really against that. I've often been against that. I don't think you learn that way. I think you learn by working through your mistakes.
I think I cut 9 fucking podcasts a week, and if I get up to
really?
One of them, that ain't that bad.
Well, did anyone force you to cut those podcasts? No.
No, you know what? I should have shut it off after one. Just something to wrestle and tell everybody else to go fuck off.
Yeah. Who was number 2?
Bruce. Number 1 was Richard.
No. Yeah, number 1 was Richard.
Richard recruited me into it.
Right. And then
he recruited me to marry his daughter. He's really batting 1,000 with me.
Yeah. And then I was 3rd on the list there.
Yeah, you are a turd.
3rd. That's
third. Sorry.
Yeah. Put an H in there. Sorry.
I used to have a loan officer who worked for me in our Nashville office, and he was from Ireland.
Yeah, okay.
And he would take realtors golfing.
Okay.
Because a lot of that's something that's common. Mortgage guys and realtor guys go play golf together.
Yeah, gotcha.
So he comes back to the office and he says, "So anyway, on the third hole," and I about spit my Hattie B's. I was laughing so hard about what happened on the third hole. So fun.
What's the star count for this match? Has potential to be great with these
Meltzer
two.
would also say that, by the way, Flair here, who's about to be 47. Oh, let's track this.
I gotta hurt him real bad. Send him home in a basket, baby. I'm gonna give you one last chance. Walk over here and kiss a real man, baby.
He's talking to Elizabeth.
Yeah. Well, that's more important things at hand here. He needs to get in that ring and get it on.
Elizabeth.
To the winners go the spoils, right?
She is a lady. Make no mistake about it.
Does that mean no?
Yeah, that means no.
Elizabeth, who guided them.
No.
Oh, that's a no. Who guided the Mega Powers again.
Boy, there ain't a blemish on her face.
She looks good.
Except all that thick red lipstick, she looks like Ronald McDonald.
Oh, would you stop?
Okay, we can cut it there. So the write-up from Meltzer about this one, as he's saying, Flair, just shy of his 47th birthday, is the hottest heel in wrestling, which isn't maybe the compliment it should be. Flair KO'd Randy Eller early for reasons that were never clear. Savage used a figure 4 for more than a minute. Flair got the ropes, but since it's a cage match, the ref couldn't break it. Savage eventually released the hold, and in un-Flair-like fashion, he didn't sell the leg at all, despite being in a crippling hold for so long. Savage came off the top of the cage, and Flair punched him in the stomach. Flair whipped Savage into the cage a few times and used the figure 4. Savage got out and sent Flair into the cage several times. Flair juiced, although it was light juice, and they kept wide camera shots, but they did promise it. Savage pulled Flair's trunks down and crotched him, got a near fall, and the bell actually mistakenly rang. Flair came back with a low blow, and Flair tried to climb out, but Savage pulled his trunks down again, which got old the second time. Woman attempted to throw powder in Savage's eyes, but the toss missed. Elizabeth then gave Flair her high heel, and Flair used it on Savage for the pin, 3.5 stars. So this is the spotlight of the show. Elizabeth is shockingly turning on Randy Savage here, and that's going to allow him to win the world title, or him being Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And the next night on Nitro, Elizabeth is going to attempt to go all the way heel, saying how she's already taken half the money, half the property, and now she took Savage's prized possession, the belt. So a heel turn for Miss Elizabeth, who, boy, a decade prior to this was the most universally beloved woman in all of wrestling, and now she's turning heel because, well, that's just what women do.
Well, she is I'm just noticing her when Flair was talking. She's just stunningly gorgeous. Just and behind the scenes, a wonderful person. I was kind of perplexed as to why Rick was stalling outside with using the microphone. That's unlike him. You know, to stall. I mean, they wasted a lot of minutes before they got in the ring.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because Rick thought that because Sully went so short that they should try to buy back some of the time by, talking on the outside and doing all that. That could have been it. I don't know. But this was so unlike Ric Flair to do something like this. Well, unless now, I shouldn't say that because I remember when he had that program with the JYD that he would stall a lot before he would get in the ring. Because he knew the match would not be that good. But I mean, we're talking Randy Savage, who
he's stalling here because we lost 12 minutes from Brian Pillman.
That's what I just said.
No, but I'm just saying, that's what it is.
Yeah. Love Randy Savage's. He really put a lot of time and effort and thought process into his ring attire.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah. What's all the shades and the stuff about?
What do you mean? Nobody's wearing shades.
You got, okay, if you're watching us on video, you just put a hoodie on and you got your shades on.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to see me podcasting with you.
Duck down in the truck.
Well, listen, you never promote any of our stuff, so I just assumed
I promote your stuff all the time.
I assumed you had done some crimes or something and you were in witness protection. So whatever the crimes you've done, I don't want to get implicated for.
I've done no. We've had a ref bump already.
Yeah. Remember that was the thing he talked about for no reason.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you this, our producer here, Diaz, when Flair's drawers drop the first time, we need to track it because I want to hear that bell ring mistakenly. And I'm sure Dusty has a fun line about Flair's
Okay.
vertical smile.
All right.
So you don't like the hoodie? I mean, you wear hoodies every time we record.
Yeah, that's because it's because the Bat Cave is above the garage and it's kind of cold here.
Well, my studio is right by my garage.
Yeah. Well, you live in a mansion. So
What does that have to do with anything?
that means you got plenty of heat in every room.
Just because my studio has heated floors doesn't mean
Heated floors. Jesus Christ, the life.
Dude, the new lake house you're gonna like. All the bathrooms have washlets on the toilet, and all the floors are heated in the bathrooms.
Is it done yet?
No.
Well, you know what? It's like waiting on butts and seats to get off the ship in L.A. so you can have it at home.
It's like diet. It's like Mellow Yellow Zero. It's Cocoa V. A lot of our supplies and materials that have been paid for are just hanging around.
Yeah, of course.
And then, dude, it's been crazy here in Alabama. Like, Megan does medical research. She has a medical research company over there near the lake house. And
yeah,
they partner with, and a lot of the doctors she works with have a clinic right next door, like same parking lot. And, it feels like they have a new COVID record every couple of days.
Oh.
Of course, now we have the vaccine. Thank goodness for that, but Lord have mercy. A lot of folks getting sick.
Yeah. And the good news is not as many are dying
Right.
as they used to. That's when this first started. That's the good news about all this.
Yeah. I think sometimes people, and I'm not trying to have a political conversation, but I know sometimes people turn the vaccine into a political conversation. And
the
purpose of the vaccine, the way I understood it, was, hey, less people will die. Doesn't mean you won't still get it, but in theory, it won't be so bad that you die.
Right.
Or at least fewer people, and roll tide on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about more fun stuff though. Savage, if you had to so you see what Randy Savage is wearing here, the brightly colored neon pants with, I don't know if you'd call it fringe or what, but it's very loud. And then meanwhile, Flair's walking around in purple shit. If you had to wear one of these to go grocery shopping, to go down to the Kroger, what would you rather dress like? Would you rather wear what Savage is wearing or what Flair's wearing? And you can include their jackets and hats and robes and all that. You're going to have to walk around in one of these.
Yeah. I think because of the way the hat and sunglasses are, I think that would be cool because, well, first of all, you would get attention in either.
Sure.
But I think if you wore the Savage costume, people would look at you and think, wow, that's really cool. That guy's really bizarre. That guy's different. And if you wore the Flair robe, people would think, that guy's a drunk. Just forgot to get dressed this morning. Just threw on a robe to get here and get some milk. So he's hungover.
Is it what you normally go for when you're hungover? Milk?
No, I go for ice cream, and I go for bananas, and I go for protein bars. Would you like to know my entire shopping list for the day?
I'm just looking for you to find something to entertain us. My back is hurting from carrying this show for so fucking long. So,
well, you're trying to think that I've said nothing good in this show today? Is that what you say?
What do you think your best contribution was?
Well, I'd have to go back and listen. I don't know. Contribution.
It was trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
That was the answer.
Okay, trapezoid. Who is this referee? I don't even remember this guy, to be honest with you.
Randy Eller?
Randy Eller?
Yep.
God, I remember Jimmy Jett. I remember all the referees. I don't remember. Wow. Wow. It's amazing how referees, back then were, I don't know if a wrestler recommended the referee that this is the referee we want. I don't know how it works, to be honest with you. I don't know how it works today. I do know that that we see, wow, for their age, these two guys are really doing a lot of stuff. So,
have you had a chance to catch the DDP Jake the Snake Roberts podcast yet?
No.
I highly recommend you check it out. Comeback Studios helps us with a lot of the video.
Sure.
So it is really entertaining, not just as an audio podcast, which is great, and you can listen to it anywhere you enjoy podcasts. But you can see the video over at adfreeshows.com. Oh, look, my goodness, he's on top of the cage. Let's track this.
Look how he hooked.
Amongst the giants. Oh, he caught one. Flair waiting on him.
Flair let him climb to the top.
We can kill the track now, but my goodness, man, jumping off the top of the cage like that can't be good for your knees. Goodness gracious.
Not at all. And the way he got up there, he just he leapt to get up there.
Anyway, the audio is fantastic. It's called DDP Snake Pit. Anywhere you enjoy podcasts, but the video is another level from most of the stuff that we have on our podcast, because they just do such a tremendous job. I mean, they're a legit television studio. So
sure,
be sure to check that out. DDP Snake Pit. Anywhere you enjoy podcasts, as Randy Savage has to have some throbbing knees right now.
He had to improvise that, guys, to get up top. Well, you know what? They still improvise a lot back then.
Sure.
There's not much improvisation now. I mean, there's some, but not like it used to be. It used to be, okay, we'll call the match in the ring. And now it's like everything's structured. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just kind of showing you how it's changed, which brings up a conversation I had with a couple of guys backstage who will remain nameless. I was talking about, I had asked the question, do you ever think that we, as an AEW, we will ever go into the house show business? And I brought that up because I'm the one of the mindset that you need house shows to be able to teach kids how to wrestle. And you have a lot of green kids now that are in our show that don't get the work because we don't have house shows anymore. And it was brought up to me that no, they don't think they'll ever do that again, because that's just financially, business-wise, it's not feasible to do that anymore. And I understand that. And it disappoints me, I guess, because there's a lot of me that's old school and remembers the day, but I just there's part of me that says that we need that. I mean, think of how many house shows Ric Flair wrestled in to get
so many.
Yeah, to get where he was.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Randy Savage, and the same thing with most of the guys that we see on the broadcast. But I mean, like, I'll give you for instance, Jade Cargill wrestled on Rampage recently, the TBS Championship against Anna Jay. Now, I thought the girls had a good match based on the fact that they have not put too much time in the ring, either one. And I just thought, look at this, pulling by the hair. I just think, I don't know, I miss the house shows. Is the WWE running house shows?
Yes, they are. They're doing like super shows right now. And as the story goes, they're going to be switching it up. And I think in March they're going to do a split.
You mean split for the Raw and SmackDown brand doing house shows?
It'll be two sets, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll see house shows. I don't know. We did have one house show, and then we ended up recording it. I did a commentary for it. It was in Jacksonville. I don't even know if we.
I don't think it ever got released. I think they're going to save it for something in the future. You talked a little bit about the schedule that Ric Flair used to keep with all of the house show opportunities. That actually popped up a few years ago where someone found the old booking sheet from the National Wrestling Alliance for 1983.
Wow.
January 16th through the 22nd, he was in Kansas City, Sunday through Saturday. The 23rd through the 29th, Sunday through Saturday, he was in Atlanta. January 30th through February 5th, he was in Texas, Sunday through Saturday. Then the 6th through the 10th, he was in Charlotte. The 11th, St. Louis. The 12th, Charlotte. The 13th through the 19th, he was in Florida. The 20th, he was in Toronto. He was finally off for the first time that year, the 21st, the 22nd, and 23rd of February. But then he would leave for New Zealand on the 24th. He would arrive in New Zealand on the 25th. He would wrestle on the 26th. And then he would wrestle between New Zealand and Singapore, the 27th through the 5th. He wrestled March 6th, where he would leave the USA and arrive in the USA on Sunday, March 6th. Have that Monday off. Then the 8th through the 12th, he was in Charlotte. The 13th through the 19th, he was in Mobile. The 20th, he was in Toronto. The 21st through the 24th, he was in Kansas City. The 25th, he was in St. Louis. The 26th, he was in Kansas City. Texas, March 27th through April 2nd. April 3rd through April 9th, he was in Atlanta. April 10th, he was in Toronto. The 11th through the 16th, he was in Florida. The 17th, he was in Florida. He was in Puerto Rico the 18th through the 23rd. He was in Charlotte the 24th through the 28th. He was in St. Louis on the 29th, the 30th in Charlotte. And then May 1st through the 7th, he's back in Atlanta. The 8th through the 14th, he's in Oregon. You get the idea.
Yeah.
There were no days off. I mean,
right.
I guess you had some days off on airplanes, but as we're like halfway through the year here, he's had 4 days off.
Right. And
let's track it here.
Over Miami right now.
Flair trying.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's shining on one end. I know that.
Oh God.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's the moon over Tampa Bay right there.
Oh, we have now
Somebody
seen
reached
it
out.
all. Yes, we have seen it all.
This place has gone crazy.
1, 2, it is not over. No, don't ring that bell. It's not over. He said 2.
We are where the big boys play, my friend. We got a lot more of Ric Flair to see.
I just wanted to hear you say, don't ring that bell. We're not through. I wanted to see how you would cover for the bell. There's the low blow.
Okay.
Well, you ever get the pills like that before? Anybody ever punch you in the yam bag?
No, not at all.
Okay. What were you saying?
When you would say like he would be in like Florida for like 4 days, he was working all 4 of those days in house shows in Florida, and maybe TV as well. So it wasn't like, he was in Florida 4 days. He had an off day there. He didn't. He worked the entire time. And I wonder I don't know how Flair was, but I wonder if, and we look at it from afar and we say, oh, they had no off days. But they probably didn't want off days. They probably loved working.
100% Flair didn't.
Yeah, they love working. Here we go again. Holy shit.
Another time. Why are we doing all these moons over Miami?
I don't know, but it's a wonder. Look at this. It's a wonder that Space Mountain just didn't flop right out there.
Well, it's on the front of mails.
Well, I know it's on the front.
I don't know what's going on with your deal, but
I know it's on the front. I get it, but it's not too far from yanking that whole thing down.
But he's not literally trying to fuck himself here, Tony. It's not going to be in the hindquarters here.
I'm sorry, what?
He's not trying to fuck himself. So he's not trying to tuck it underneath and have it come out the backside.
No, I'm saying it's not too far from having the tights go all the way off, is what I'm saying.
Did you ever have Lois like come around the corner of the house and you have your britches down and you just stretch your sack all the way out and just show her, give her a little peeky boo? Or did you ever like pull it over your wrist like it was a watch and be like, you know what that means? Time to fuck, something like me. Did you do anything like that, or did you like grab the base of your
no
scrotum and squeeze to where the pills are at the front You know, sort of pull. You could be the brain. Did you do any of that?
Where do you come up with this shit?
I do all that stuff pretty routinely around the house. You do any of that?
The brain. That's some sick shit right there. The brain. Oh God. Oh, Lordy. And look at it. Look at this. Look at this. The WWE or the WWF back then is making us do shit. Go wide. Go wide. Good God. Isn't that terrible? And I'm sure back in Connecticut they were saying, ha, 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 ha. See what we did. Okay. What's she got? Oh, powder. Okay, powder. She missed. My God, she missed. Oh, Liz, go take off her shoe here. At least I got that shot. What's she doing with the shoe? She hands it to Rick. Let's see if we can get our reaction there. Want to track it?
Did the shoe to Flair. Macho Man rolls him up. Flair's pinned 1, 2. No, he's got Liz's shoe. He nailed it. I can't believe it. And he comes. 1, 2, 3. Ric Flair wins. Ric Flair wins.
Keep your eye on Elizabeth.
Yes.
Keep your eye on Elizabeth.
Somebody needs to keep a look there.
Get a camera on Elizabeth right now.
What a twist of fate that was.
What has happened here?
Elizabeth has turned on Randy Savage.
He is.
And she's tearing.
Yes.
There's the shoe.
And she's ecstatic.
And now she's with woman. This is unbelievable.
We are absolutely dumbfounded here that Elizabeth has turned on Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan is coming out. Hulk Hogan is coming out.
Oh yeah, he's on the run right here. Tony, sometimes picture is worth 1,000 words, my friend. Take a look at this.
This is unbelievable. Hogan's got a chair.
What is he doing down here? He's got enough to worry about.
Savage has been robbed of the World Heavyweight title thanks to Elizabeth and the shoe that she slipped to Flair. And he nails Arn Anderson as Hogan. But Flair escapes. Anderson trying to get out. Hogan grabbing towards Anderson.
But the bottom line is, we've got ourselves a new world champion 13 times. That man right there, Ric Flair, has done it. He said he was going to do it.
A lot of blood on that shot.
He's done it.
Ric Flair with woman and Elizabeth.
Let's dip out the audio there.
Incredible
And wow, it was quite a moment. And
What do you think? I mean, that's a big time, long term story right there.
That is that. I was thinking the same thing, that Liz and Randy were a big story, and Hogan comes in with a patch on his eye, and the WWE is jumping up and down with glee that they impacted our show by the wide shots. So there you go. Man, I liked it. Here's the shoe. They did. I was afraid that maybe that we would miss that shot, but no, we got it. All right. Very cool.
Main event coming up.
And how long they go? 13 minutes?
Way too damn long.
Yeah.
15 minutes and 4 seconds. Meltzer was like, kind of a boring match. Giant used the chokeslam, but Hogan popped up, because why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Hogan kept running Giant into the cage and actually bladed him, except somehow he didn't get any blood. So they called it as if Giant was bleeding, but if he was, nobody could see it. Hogan then used 3 leg drops, but Giant popped up. The two climbed up to the top and traded chops until the Giant did the Nestea plunge into the ring, and Hogan climbed over for the win. After the match, Sullivan hit Hogan with the chair, but he popped up and got the chair and chased Sullivan into the ring. And at this point, with Sullivan and Giant already in, out came Ming, Barbarian, Morris, Zodiac, Gang, Shark, along with Jimmy Hart to make it 9-on-1.
Oh, boy.
So naturally, Hogan beat them all up until the Loch Ness Monster showed up, but they held back from getting him into the cage. Of course, that's building towards the Super Cage pay-per-view, uncensored. Let's take a listen to what Bobby's saying.
His mind too, he had the horseman in the back, but I did not think for one moment that Elizabeth was going to become involved pro Ric Flair.
There's more to the story, and hopefully if we don't find out tonight, we will find out more live on WCW Monday Nitro this coming Monday, tomorrow night live from Tampa, and then of course on WCW Saturday night. Some questions, hopefully some answers about what transpired here.
I have never seen the amount of gamesmanship, if you will, back and forth, and what has happened here now with the Nature Boy Ric Flair becoming World Heavyweight Champion again for the 13th time right here at Super Brawl.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.